We sit in the information booth and wait for the festival to start. This is way too early. Time ticks by and I start a conversation before Kazumi has a chance. It's best to avoid yesterday as a topic. So when will we be done? Our shift won't be too long. We just have to wait for the next pair. Groups from the disciplinary committee and student council will take turns managing this booth. My partner is sick at home, so I kind of need some more help. Please? I feel somewhat sorry for her since she does seem to try her best every now and then. Kazumi even stumbled over her explanation. Sure. Thanks. That conversation was surprisingly short. What exactly do you do in the student council? Poor topic, I need to keep her from mentioning the banners. Well, whenever the student council needs to fill an odd job, I'm usually chosen. Ah, that's sad. Why don't you ask someone for something else? What do you mean? My ability to converse seems to be deteriorating by the second. Now it is going to be tough to avoid making her angry and bringing up yesterday. Why don't you ask for something else? Quick, think. You repeated yourself. So that you can do something that doesn't take up so much of your time. I have like a bubble in my throat right now. The words sounded more coherent and reasonable inside my head. But they really need help and say that I have to prove myself. You're already doing a great job. The brochures were taken care of in plenty of time. Who knows how long it would have taken without Lizzie, though. That thought killed the mood. Yeah, but it seems like I'm always asking someone for help. Getting close to a dangerous topic again. Don't mention it. Did I imply too much with inflection? But I insist, especially from forgetting the construction. Yeah, I walked her into that one. Ah, sorry, that was an accident. Oh? I feel my stomach squeeze. What just happened? But nothing against you, or anything. That's alright, sorry for falling on you. Phew, good. I don't want to screw up this friendship. It's all. What did you do to my queen? When did he get here? It's North. You're going after both of them? I'm going to tell Lizzie. No, please don't. It's not like that. Why would Liz care? Some people just can't read situations. Also, Kazumi's going to be going about this the wrong way. Look, you're already making Kazumi sad, and now you're going to do the same to Liz? Anything to make my queens happy. I see. Huh? You're awfully close to both of them, for being a couple of days. You don't understand anything. Besides, don't you have class? Hopefully this'll get him off topic. I was told to advertise the awesome curry house. Why are you here instead of helping? I was planning on sleeping since my class got everything ironed out before I transferred, but I was dragged half asleep. Kindly asked to help with the festival, so here I am. Amazingly, he's not bothering Liz right now. If only. Either he's scared or he's not allowed anywhere near the classroom. If I tell him off, maybe he'll go away. Or he'll annoy me more sometime later. Can you please just leave and advertise somewhere else? Fine, I won't forget this. Bye, my queen. This could have turned out better. Yeah. I look at Kazumi. She seems pretty torn by the situation, and Kosuke's words apparently have left a lasting impression. Well then, we could always check with Lizzie to see if he's said anything to her later. I guess so. So what kind of hobbies do you have? That was a surprising quick change of pace. I like to read manga and play video games. I really haven't had the time to join any clubs around here, so that's it. Really? You probably do more than just that. It's not something that I'm proud of, but I tried out for track and ended up being benched the whole season. Wow, at least you tried. What's your running time? I don't know, I tripped during the tryouts and that was the end of it. They didn't let me try again, but gave me a spot because I kept asking. How mean, they should have given you another chance. I know, right? No, I understood after a little while. They didn't want that happening during a track meet. It really was an embarrassing trip. Oh ho ho! It's always this girl saying ho. It's so weird. Tell me. No, really, I'd rather not talk about it. All I'm going to say is the splits hurt. I'm sure you're fine now. Out of the corner of my eye, I spy some people filtering in. They're a little early, but it seems like we're going to have to get started. We should probably head out to the flyers now. People are here. My remark could have been much less pathetic. Alright, let's begin. As we gather brochures and walk towards the entrance, Kazumi turns toward me and flashes a smile. Good luck! You too! We pass out brochures and provide information for the next hour or so. The festival grounds had been packed with people a while, but the rush is over. Here and there other people trickle in, and now we are pretty much left alone. Oh, okay. What do you think of Liz? She's nice, I suppose, but I don't know what her problem is with me. Oh, you two seem pretty close coming to school together. She lives right next to me. We have to take the same train. I wanted to add in the part about her saying that she thought I was stalking her, but that could cause some unnecessary problems. You seem to be best friends with her. Maybe you know what's going on. No, not really, although it would help if we weren't in her class's event. She'll definitely be happy that we went to see her. I can see the merit in that, but it seems to be a lot of trouble. The train rides would be much easier if they were on better terms. That settles it, even though I really wasn't given a choice. I see, she'll be more than happy she'll be more than happy to at least see you. Oh, okay. Haha, right. So how did you trip? I said that I'm not saying anymore. I tripped falling for you. Do you have a band-aid? There are ways to make you talk. Oh gosh, torture. Like days. Where to now? We're going to Liz's event, come on. Oh yeah. We pick up our pace and push our way through the throngs of people. We take the stairs and walk towards Liz's clubroom. Kazumi had provided me with the location before, in case I wanted to go alone, but it was fun helping out. Welcome, here, take a Kazumi. Sure. We are greeted by a girl who seems familiar, but the overabundant enthusiasm is not found in anyone I know. I quickly have to step to the side in order to avoid being run over by the cheerful maid. I'm so glad you came! Glad too. Can't be. Breathe. Oh, I'm so sorry. Lizzie backs away hurriedly and glances around a bit. Where'd that lot Seiji go? He didn't come with you. I'm right here. I had moved behind Lizzie during the whole process because that seemed to be the safest place. Wham! Really? Aye! Her startled cry and resulting kick proves my safety is only temporary, which is when I hear two sounds. One is her hitting my jaw, and the other is my skull hitting the ground. Last sound is combined feeling of pain and intense pressure right before I start to black out. I wonder if I'll have a concussion. Zips through my mind before everything goes blank. I blink and rub my head. My temple and chin seem to be a lot from... I didn't read that. Linking and focusing a few more times, I see that I'm sitting at a coffee table and Kazumi's chatting with Liz. I wince from the pain in my jaw and I grimace as the wince makes my temple pound with an even worse pain. Hey, you're awake. Drink your coffee before it gets cold. Took you long. You're the one that did this. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of disdain in her voice, but it's hard to tell. Man, why does my head hurt? Can you get us some more coffee, please? I'll handle this. With one last glance at me, Lizzie turns and leaves looking a little skittish. How odd, does my face look as bad as I feel? What was that? I squeeze my question, though through clenched teeth. The pain feels like it's drilling into my skull now. You don't look so good. Are you feeling alright? I consider pressing the issue and even asking why I feel so bad, but the pain is acting as a respectable deterrent. Do you need to lie down for a while? Napping in the chair doesn't seem to have been a good idea. Oh, so that's what this is from. Wince. But why does my head hurt so much? Did I fall out of the chair a few times? No, it feels like I got... The coffee's here! Kazumi turns around and greets Lizzie as she walks through the kitchen door. What was I saying? My head's starting to clear from the subsiding pain, but there seems to be a few cobwebs left from whatever happened. Thank you, pain hormones, for doing your job. As I was saying earlier, Sechi really helped out with handing out the flyers. Isn't that right? I see her look at me, and I respond by nodding my head. I barely keep from passing out as the pain spiderwebs in across my mind. Can I get some ice, please? Lizzie stares at me for a second as if I'm an idiot. Well, it may be cafe, but there should still be some ice in the kitchen. I think there's some back inside. I'll help you stay here, we'll be right back. As the situation dries on, it begins to draw on me that both of them are being quite nice considering the casual atmosphere. On that note, I decide to stand up to get my ice myself. Kazumi or no, I'm done with sitting around while being treated with kid gloves. Stop! I hear Kazumi yell as I keep falling to the floor when my attempt at regaining mobility fails, disastrously. I feel an arm tug my left arm. I use my right arm from tipping over to the floor. With some help from Lizzie, Kazumi and I right myself into the chair. Lizzie hurries off and retrieves some ice as Kazumi watches me intently. Rather unnerving. Kazumi turns and exchanges a look with Lizzie. We'll be outside. Come and visit if things slow down. Otherwise, we'll be there to watch you play. Play? First things first. I stare at the doorway and imagine lying on the grass outside while blocking out everything else. Come on, let's go already. Okay. Kazumi tugs my arm and leads me outside. We sit out underneath a tree as the festival continues to whirl around in front of us. I am kind of glad to get out of the cafe because all that noise was making my head throb. Are you feeling better? A little. It barely hurts right now. That's great! There's a short pause as if she's waiting for me to say something. I see some people behind her point in our direction and burst out laughing. I am pretty sure it's about me more than Kazumi and I. Do I even want to know what happened? No, let's not talk about it. Tell me! I'll find out soon enough about what happened, so I'll just wait for someone to tell me the story. Someone is bound to tell me to see my reaction. Wait here, I'll be right back. I watch her run off and think about what she said earlier at the cafe. Something about Lizzie being in a play. Maybe going to it would not be so bad if it gets me into her graces. I'm really getting sick and tired of her animosity. After a couple more minutes of mulling things over, Kazumi appears again and hands me a soft drink. Maybe this'll feel better compared to hot coffee. Thanks, you're being so kind to me. It's so different compared to being around Lizzie. It's like as she hates me. She's really nice. Lizzie probably just doesn't know you all that well. I suppose. I do not know. She's kind of mean and weird. I'm more inclined to go with my original assessment. Although it still does not explain why she sat so close to me on the subway. One would think she'd go to a different car or something. Speaking of which, you should really come to her play. You'll see the truth behind what I'm saying. Despite my disbelief, I agree to come and watch Lizzie perform. Taking advantage of the lapse in conversation, I press the drink to my jaw and temple and issue a sigh of relief. Much better. I open the soft drink and take a sip to struggle to find words. Conversations aren't my forte, and my past few efforts have been subpar at best. Somewhat fortunately for me, Kazumi sees this as an opportunity to ask me about my track experience. Now that you're not going anywhere, what was your track trip like? A train wreck. If she refuses to respect my decision to keep quiet, I'm going to be as difficult as possible. I mean, how? What exactly happened? She caught on quicker than I had hoped. That's really frustrating. I take a sip and think of what to say next. Isn't Lizzie's play starting soon? She seems a little taken aback and put out, but she quickly regains her composure. Right, we need to go watch Lizzie's play. Once again, I have successfully defended my embarrassment. I'm still not sure about going. Really? Please? I don't know. Lizzie could just become really angry. How about you trust me on this? Kazumi! A familiar voice calls from nearby. Lizzie, that was great. Thanks. Kazumi throws her arms around Liz openly. I see that it catches Liz by surprise as her cheeks flush. Good job. What? I said good job, you dumb skank! Liz glances at Kazumi and I with a suspicious expression as if we're in cahoots with something. It really was a nice play. Thank you. Somehow that seemed forced. Anytime. Why did you guys think of the play? It was awesome, Lizzie. It was fairly good. I am fairly surprised to find out that she had that much talent. Yeah, it was good. No need to play it down, Seiji. It was really good. He even told me that you did a great job when you were performing. He was probably lying. Wonderful. I can only dig myself into a deeper hole with compliments. Well, closing the curtains wasn't your best act, but the rest was good. I might as well enjoy digging myself deeper. What was with you closing the curtains? Oh, I remember this. Well, they need someone, and I wanted to do something without stressing over my lines. Makes sense. Sort of. Oh, I thought it was closing the curtains when we saw her inside her room. Tell me something that I don't understand. Why did the king... As they talk, I try to think of something to say that won't get me into trouble. Nothing was this complicated at the fast few schools. High school is so annoying. Seiji. I knock back to reality as Kazumi's voice cuts through my thoughts. Yes? Have you been paying attention at all? Before I can even think to respond, Lizzie interjects. Of course not. He was sitting there with a dopey look on his face. Why... I thought that she was, not as annoying anymore as she was at the beginning of the game, but she is still so annoying! I don't think I was. Anyways, Lizzie asked what you liked the most. Since when did Kazumi become a mediator? On the part where she tanks on the sheriff. Haha, yeah, that was a good one. But I had no lines. You clotheslined him, though. Seiji... What is with you and violence? Me? You're always kicking that kid with the glasses. Seiji and Lizzie. What? Lizzie, you asked and he answered. But... And you, Seiji, just because she's complaining, that's not to go and make the situation worse. Fine. She still deserved it. She deserves to be punched.